Hello, happy Halloween. I hope you all are doing well. I'm going to do a reading here today. It's October 31st, but this should be relevant whenever you watch it, if you were called to watch it. Take some deep breaths while I clear the space. I'll light some Palo Santo and drum for a little bit. And we'll do a juicy, maybe a longer reading this morning. Don't forget to leave me a comment, make any requests with any questions you have or types of readings that you want to see. All right, I'm just going to drum for a minute and then we'll get started. I invite you to just take some nice deep inhales and full exhales while I'm drumming. Exhale even a little longer than you think you can. I'm calling in any helpful energies to guide this reading, whether it be ancestors that have our evolution and growth in mind/heart, angels, God. All right, I hope that helped you get centered. I know for me it helped me slow down a little bit. So what should we talk about today? I'm just looking at the decks here that I have. I think we should start with the Light Seers Tarot. I do have a new tarot deck. It's called the Good Tarot. Actually, we're going to use the New Era elements first. Let's just do a general reading and see what comes up. So what messages are there for those viewing? We're looking for messages guided towards our highest good, for the health and healing of our bodies, souls, relationships. A lot of cards. Okay, let's stop there. Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So Ace of Swords represents truth. You can see on there it says change, decision, success. And interestingly, the animal has its back to us. So this might be a new beginning or a truth that you're just starting to come to terms with. Meaning you might not be ready for everybody to know about it yet. Let's see, a lot of cards here. We got the Devil in reverse. That's good. That means that any fear or shadowy energies that may have been in the way are not holding you back. Oh, interesting. We do have the Four of Cups and Four of Swords. So this could be a period of rest because of heartbreak. The Four of Cups is about not seeing the cups and the blessings right in front of you because you're focused on this other cup that may be in the past. So you might still be in an energy of recovering from something in the past. Although we also have Justice here. So this is about rulings going in your favor and balance being restored. And we have the Sun. So with the Justice, Sun, and Ace of Swords, there's definitely like an opportunity here to move on from a phase of where you were just hyper focused on something from the past, some sort of hurt or feeling alone. And the Sun and the Ace are both like bright new energies. The Sun being more fiery and the Ace of Swords being air. And yeah, you have the Lovers and Ace of Cups in reverse too, which confirms for me that the Four of Cups is probably about a heartbreak situation that occurred. And the High Priestess in reverse. So I'm not sure if you're currently following your intuition. This is an invitation to tune in to your intuition more. Let me clarify the High Priestess in reverse with one of my angel decks. Please give us more clarity on the High Priestess in reverse. Okay. Again, a lot of cards here. We have no fear. This aligns with the Devil in reverse. Trust your angels. Archangel Michael is with you now. Use the Sword of Light. Check this out. Look at both of these swords. Trust the Sword of Light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. That's interesting. The disquieting feelings holding you back. Let's see which other ones. Get your power back. You are a child of the divine, so take back your power and embrace your life purpose. I'm guiding you toward your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. So there might be something here where you know that there's something else you're meant to be doing. And the reason the High Priestess is in reverse, which represents intuition, is that you're not quite acting on or fully respecting those feelings yet. Because again, it says, allow the Sword of Light to free you from any disquieting feelings holding you back. So whatever is standing in your way from moving forward, let me get some more advice here about getting in touch with your intuition. How can the viewers address this High Priestess in reverse energy? We have the River movement, childhood innocence, and fog veiled in reverse. Okay, so with this coming out in reverse along with the Devil in reverse, you're definitely, this is positive. You're definitely going to be moving forward out of this foggy or fearful energy. And I mean the movement card. So this is like, go with the flow. I just saw something, a couple things about the water energy. One is that, well, the water moves around rocks and pretty much everything else, right? So whatever the obstacles are, if you are embodying the watery energy, you're just continuing to move. So let's say you don't get the job. Keep going. Apply for the next one. Let's say there's a big obstacle in your way. Maybe you just have to go around it, because in order to transform that obstacle, if you're being water, you have to go over that obstacle for so many years. Let's say it's a person that you're having issues with. You have to literally engage with this person for so long in this message right here, for their energy to change, that you honestly might just need to go around them. And innocence. Again, this is whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. You have forgotten who you are. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. It's okay to want to do what you want to do and to do everything in your power to make that happen. Okay, let's get some more cards out here. Oh, and I just noticed the Tower is also at the bottom of the deck. So if you don't make these changes on your own, the universe will make them. So let's say you're meant to leave a job and you don't leave on your own. You could end up getting laid off, fired, some other situation, or a relationship, right? Let's say you're meant to leave and you don't. You could end up getting in a really bad fight with that person. There could be some domestic violence that happens, a cheating situation. Like, the universe will allow something to happen to get you to move in the direction. King of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I don't love this energy. So this King of Pentacles is, usually the King of Pentacles is like a very abundant, like it's like the ultimate, like earthly, financially well off energy. This guy, even though he looks strong, is like carrying this heavy box, and it looks like he's also kind of entangled there. So yeah, whatever current situation you're dealing with, there's a block of this. Look at how this heavy energy is causing this Ace of Pentacles, which represents a new beginning in terms of your abundance and your giving and receiving and all of that related to coins and earthly abundance. Being stuck in whatever situation you've been in where you're carrying this is preventing you from moving into this new beginning where new blessings can flow. So let's see what comes out. Yeah, it's okay to start over. It doesn't matter how old you are. Oh, this is the second time I've seen the Nine of Wands too. It was the next card on the bottom of this deck. So Nine of Wands is about, like, you've got some barriers up for good reason. You're not quite moving forward because you still have that last barrier up in front of you. Look at the expression on their faces. They're like, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Get your power back. Something from the past, something that happened. And I mean, congratulations, because you only have the one wand still in front of you. You're not like completely blocked behind a whole fence. But recognize that whatever this last wand is something you're holding on to or that's holding you back, probably because of something that you've lived through. These things don't just come out of nowhere. And don't let that become part of who you are. That's just an obstacle. The Hermit in reverse. Okay, so you're ready. You're starting to be ready to come out of. Look, interestingly, the Hermit's also, in this way I'm interpreting it now, is also holding a wand. But his wand / stick is more for guiding himself. So this is an invitation to, rather than letting that wand holds you back. Like, I don't know if I want to move forward. This is still in my way, or I'm holding on to the security of the shit that I lived through. Use it as your walking stick. Why the fuck not? Use it as your walking stick and move forward. We're all injured or bruised in some way. If you need to bring it with you, at least let it aid you. And then maybe someday you'll be ready to put it down altogether. Okay, we just got like 5 more cards. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's like 5 cards. Let me ask a more specific question. I was just not feeling like interpreting those, which is weird because I'm interested in doing the reading. Okay. Is there any additional clarity that would be helpful for the viewers regarding the messages that have come out? Okay, 2 of Swords in reverse. So 2 of Swords upright is like indecision. Oh my God, I'm going back and forth. I'm not sure. There's 2 ideas, 2 ways of thinking about this. So this could be representing coming out of that energy and actually finally making the difficult decision. Clarify the 2 of Swords in reverse, please. Actually, now I'd like to use the Light Seers Tarot. Please clarify the 2 of Swords in reverse. I'm just reminded of the energy of the King of Pentacles upright, where he was carrying that box, in the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, it is, 8 of Wands, forward movement. So yeah, this does mean that you're coming out of this stuck energy of not being able to make a decision. 8 of Wands is about fast forward movement. So things are set into motion now. You might be ready to set that heavy box down and allow new abundance to come in. I keep seeing the Magician in reverse today. Why is the Magician in reverse? The Fool. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so the Magician is number 1 and the Fool is number 0. So what this is telling me, because I was like, why is the Magician in reverse? You're not ready to actually create yet. You're in the phase of taking the leap of faith. So one step at a time. The leap of faith is actually using this last wand as a walking stick. You don't have to be knowing, like, you don't have to be manifesting. Like, okay, let me think of some analogies here. So let's say you are interested in a new relationship or a new job or a new home or whatever it may be, or even just like healing, not just healing something from your past. Like, you don't have to be able to move all the energy in the right direction. Like, you don't have to be in the flow of actually working on that. You just have to be willing. The first step is like, you know what? I'll try to take a step off that cliff. It's the courage and the willingness to have a new beginning. And as the story goes, if we could see the full picture, there's ground like right here. So she's not going to fall and hurt herself. It looks like it might be a tall cliff, but it's not. She could literally just walk over it and just fall right to the ground a couple feet down. And then we also have this on the bottom, which is a woman floating and letting go. So yeah, this is about like, okay. Yeah, you don't have to see the energies starting to move. You just literally have to do what's within your control, which is being open and taking the first step instead of standing there letting things hold you back. Okay, let me just recombobulate here. It's like at an airport, the recombobulation area. I always think that sign is funny, like the recombobulation area. Didn't they have a shorter way to say that? All right, let me put some of these decks out of my way just so I can focus a little bit. I really love this energy here. I'll zoom in on these two cards so that I think this is the overall message of the reading. Well, plus with the Fool as well. All right, I'm actually gonna burn the Palo Santo one more time, and then we might do a couple more minutes, just get a couple more energies out here. Maybe we'll do a glimpse into the rewards of what might be coming if you're able to get into this Fool energy. We'll use the new deck for that. All right. Actually, first let's use Sacred Cycles. What is the reward for all of this hard work? Too many. Uterus and menopause in reverse. That's really interesting. So this is telling me that you are entering a phase where there's going to be a lot of creation. This is not about like getting into the crone stage of life where, you know, you're becoming a wise elder. It's not that you can't or are not, you can't, it's not that you can't be that or that you're not that, but they're using this as symbolism to help us see that, you know, rather than this like going within and like reclaiming yourself that comes with menopause. And look at how her arms are and like the life that's represented with this cup and where it's placed. There is definitely like creation energy at play here. So you still have things to create. And yeah, you still have things to create. All right. I'm just clarifying with this tarot and asking for more information. A lot of reversals here. 10 of air, that's the 10 of swords, represents being at the end of a cycle of hardship. Ace and 2 of fire in reverse. So this hardship might have been blocking your creation energy, because the Ace of Wands would be about like a passionate new beginning. And you have the 3 of fire upright. So yeah, this card is about seeing what's next, looking at what's on the horizon. Justice. Again, the Magician in reverse. Isn't this is the second time you got the Justice card too? So don't despair. You are at the end of the cycle of hardship. It doesn't mean there won't be more hardships, but at least you got through this cycle. The Justice energy is here. The 8 of Wands is here. It is time to move on and move forward. What final advice is there for the viewers of this? Hanged Man in reverse. Didn't we have this too? No, we had the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, so with the 8 of Wands and the Hangman in reverse, because if the Hangman was upright, he's stuck. He's taking a break, reflecting. But now he can just fall right out of that stuck position. So Hangman reverse, Justice, 8 of Wands. It is time to restart the cycle, get into that Fool energy. What else can you say about the Fool energy to help the viewers understand that energy? The King of Water came out, so King of Cups. So he looks joyful. He kind of reminds me of like an underwater Santa Claus. Oh, and we did have the card about like childhood and joyfulness. So, okay, so since I was asking what can clarify the Fool, what can help us understand the Fool energy, oh, interesting. And then King of Earth is on the bottom, and he also has a Santa vibe. So restarting a cycle isn't bad. I mean, look at how much fun kids have. Look at how when they were reborn, if you believe in reincarnation, they're reborn with a clean slate. So they're not, I mean, I know the details of this depends on what you all believe, but they're not born with the trauma and the drama of past lives, although there are things passed down through the bloodline. But in general, right, we can agree that the childlike energy, they have less worries than adults, they're more joyful than adults, and just look at the joy on his face. Not only, do you have that 9 of Wands energy where something's holding you back, but you also have joy from what you've lived through, and you can bring joy into the new Fool energy. And if you don't feel like you can, maybe you need this new beginning in order to feel joy again. Because if you're not accessing that right now, if you're not willing to take a leap of faith, why? Is it the weight of responsibilities? Is it the fear? I mean, we had Devil in reverse, so I don't think fear has as much of a hold on you. Any other advice for going forward here? King of Earth. So this is awesome because we had King of Earth. Oh no, we had it upright before too. Let's clarify why the Ace of Pentacles was in reverse earlier. Transformation. This is the Death card, which is death and rebirth. Let me just sit with this a second. Okay, so again, even though the King of Pentacles is known as a positive energy, I'm again feeling that heaviness that I felt with the other King of Pentacles who had the big box. Look at all this like stuff on his face and this like heavy, he reminds me of the lion in the Wizard of Oz with that like big coat he was carrying around. Yeah, even though the King of Pentacles is typically positive, it's like it's gotten too heavy. Like, don't you want to take off that coat? God, that would be so refreshing. Take that fucking coat off. Put that box down. Because is that not preventing you from being in that more creative energy? And we have transformations. And again, we have the Tower too. So it's happening, whether you like it or not, honestly. And then here we have the Joy again from the King of Water. There was something else though that I was, yeah, it's just the King of Pentacles energy is not bad. It's someone that, you know, is maybe providing for their family, a resource in the community. You can still keep aspects of that too. It doesn't mean you're throwing away the good part of that. But what I'm getting is that releasing the weight. So much happening. Would be helpful. Okay. Let's do one last card from the, I forget what this one's called. This is an awesome deck though. I'll try to find it quick. The Next World Tarot. Last message for these viewers. Death again. Yep, that's the same as this transformation card here. They just renamed it in the Good Tarot. See, they're both number 13. Well, I think I'm covering it up. But see the 13 there and there. And it's very interesting with it being Halloween. Look how huge this groundhog / mouse is compared to the horse. That's not normal. Yeah, something is being fed way too much. Like, is that why she's up on the horse? To get away from that massive rat? And look, the way she's sitting, like her legs are back. It doesn't look like she wants to be bothered by that animal. Yeah, that's not sustainable. Why are you with this weird energy? I mean, I know there's legitimate reasons, but it's time for that transformation. Like, again, use your tools. So use that last wand standing in your way as a walking stick to move forward. Use that horse to freaking gallop away. Let me check out the book for that death card. Between calm and chaos lays an epicenter of beauty and destruction. Death is a toxic ending and a whimsical rebirth. Death did her hair, picked her best outfit, and finished off her look with a glorified tiara. As you begin the trek of letting go, remember this, letting go. Your past burns to ashes. Death breathes in the fumes without deteriorating so that they can no longer hurt your lungs. Death is strong and capable of walking through fire, hot coals, beds of nails, or a 100-foot deep whirlpool in a sacred zone off the Pacific Rim. Death asks you to pack your baggage, your losses, your excavations, and your bouts of strength. Hop on the next bus and don't even worry about saving face. There's a reading I just watched. One of my favorite readers is Bomi Spirit, Bomi, and she just did a reading with the message that said, don't flinch. That's what this energy is reminding me of. Like, don't flinch, just get on that bus. Death did her face for you. She suffered for you. She collected your favorite rescue remedies and healing tools for you. Death holds your hand and asks you to bypass the chaos. Okay, that's that water energy again. Where is our other deck here? The water energy. Bypass the chaos. She asks you to walk valiantly in tears, in armor, in a spell, in fear, but she asks you to stay human. She asks that you let go of the realities that are toxic for you while understanding both when you are not responsible for providing people closure and when your higher self owes it. Death is the wake-up call of revolution with the empathy of the Empress. Manipulation is not a survival tool. It's a dent that sustains cycles of suffering. Death walks away with grace. She wishes we could be gentle with humanity's idiosyncrasies and the coping mechanisms that make us whole. People and ideas don't always comfortably intersect. They may be toxic for each other. Remember all those cups in reverse that we got earlier? We had like I probably don't have it up anymore. We had the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, and the Four of Cups, which is maybe still being a little stuck on some heartbreak. Ace of Cups reverse, Lovers reverse, Four of Cups. So let me reread that part. People and ideas don't always comfortably intersect. They may be toxic for each other. But all living things in sacred spaces are deserving of humanity. Death hurts when silenced, and she wants you to scream. Death could be a learning experience and a beautiful chance to let go. God, that's beautiful. That's really, 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 really beautiful. Okay, so since I wanted to do a nice, long, juicy reading today, partly because it's Halloween, we'll do one last card. We'll do an affirmation card to end with. And we might also do a spirit card to see what energies are supporting us right now. Okay. Just cleaning up a little bit, and then we will close out. I hope you all have a wonderful Halloween. Okay. Actually, let's start with the angels and ancestors. I don't have enough room here. Hold on. No, I'm always adjusting my space. The vibe has to be right, y'all. Okay. There we go. One message. What angels and ancestors are supporting us as we go through into this Fool energy? Isn't it cool, the combination of decks that gets used in a reading? Like, it'll never be the same exact combination again. Unlock the magic within, the magic guardian, and summer. We did have the sun earlier too. Bask in joy and light, and guardian angel. You are not alone. So again, this reminder to follow your joy. Try to get into a space of joy. And I don't know if you believe in guardian angels. I do. I was raised Catholic. But pray to your guardian angel. You know, give them some love for watching out for you every day. And then we have the magic guardian here. Let's read about that because I'm not super familiar with that card. Recognize that you have incredible power within. We had a card earlier that was about taking your power back. Magic with a K is the energy of the universe that allows you to manifest and create through the direction of your power of your will. It changes according to your frequency. The magic guardian is a representation of the angel of magic who helps you direct your will to bring something into creation. Look at that. She is the angel who swirls around shamans and wise ones when they are calling on the energy of magic to help them manifest something that will be healing and supportive of their path. She is the angel of all magic that is directed for the highest good of whoever is working with it. You are the magic, you are the answer, you have it within you. If you've been searching for an answer or a reason to focus, recognize that all you are looking for is already within you. You are a powerful and magical person with the capacity to direct your intentions and your will, your desires into being. So that reminds me more of the magician energy, which we got in reverse. So what I see is that because you're currently in the Fool energy, you have the support to also move into the magician energy. But that's where our helpers and spirit team become important. They're guiding us into the next step, right? Because we may not be there yet. We may not be strong enough or for whatever reason. But your power can only be powerful when you own it. So take time to acknowledge it. Your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal and make it happen is a real gift that you are being guided to recognize now. So that might also be why the magician was in reverse. Maybe you don't believe that you can manifest certain new beginnings. And maybe, where's my Fool card? Oh, it's over here. Maybe you don't have to believe. You just have to take the first step. And this will be built over time, the next step, especially if you're praying to your support system. So that's really, really beautiful. I'm going to put that one down there so you can look at it. And then I said we would do a affirmation card to end. So let's do that. Don't forget about your guardian angel. I'll put that here too. And your joy. Have you heard that Bonnie Raitt song? It goes, you took my joy, I want it back. You took my joy, I want it back. It's really, really good. Really good song. Highly recommend. She is a badass. Okay. One affirmation card to carry us into the weekend or the week. Invitation to take another deep breath. Several deep breaths as we close out the reading. What affirmation would be helpful for these viewers to hear and say and repeat in the coming days? Okay, 3 of them. I am passionate, I am divinely guided, and I am worthy. She's so beautiful. I am worthy. I am divinely guided. I am passionate. I am passionate. I am divinely guided. I am worthy. Say it with me one last time. I'll go in the same order. I am passionate. I am divinely guided. I am worthy. All right, I love you all. I will see you next time. I hope you have a beautiful day. And let me know in the comments what's going on. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, until next time.